kid.
Ho, ho, ho!
Come on.
Come on up, come on up. Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho, ho, ho! Ho! And what's your name, little boy?
Hey, kid. Hurry up. The store's closing.
Come on. Listen, little boy, we've got a lot of people waiting here, so get going.
What do you want for Christmas, little boy?
My mind had gone blank. Frantically, I tried to remember what it was I wanted. I was blowing it.
Come on, kid.
How about a nice football?
Football? What's a football? With unconscious will, my voice squeaked out.
Football. Okay, get him out of here.
A football? Oh, no! What was I doing?
Wake up, stupid! Wake up! No!
No, I want an official red undercover knife to do and get ready my leg rifle.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
That's what he should have asked for Christmas. He should have asked for some ho-ho-hos of any flavor. Who knows? Who cares? If your ho-ho is good enough, does the flavor matter? I guess you could get choosy. You could get beggars can be choosy if they have a chance. Hi everybody, welcome to Nick the Rat Radio. This is a social experiment gone totally wrong, and it's going faster and faster down the drain. The unraveling is occurring. What episode is it? 264? Yeah, it's getting faster. Okay, give it a couple more episodes, and the thing it's going to be completely, totally unraveled. I can feel it. The year just started. If you're tuned into this podcast right now, this radio show, this social experiment. Well, it's the quickening. What? Oh, that was that other ramp up. The quickening ramped up into the unraveling. We're currently deep into the unraveling, and it's speeding up. This episode might be a little depressing because some people can't handle the unraveling of reality. When reality in front of your eyes starts to fall apart, you really... It's better than going to the dentist. That's all I know. But anyway, welcome to the sewers of Brooklyn, New York, everybody. I am Nick the Rat, and it is January 6th, 2021. Do I sound like a science fiction character now? Why does Rat look like a baby Yoda? Sorry, I'm a little drunk right here. And I am, my video is on and the camera is breaking. It's only picking up a lot of green, so I'm kind of looking like... I guess I'm looking pretty green today, everybody. Sorry. Oh, it's 11:11. Make a plate of nachos. It is... I lived through last year. Last episode last year. It's kind of weird saying that. Yeah, last episode was last year. There was a... I really shouldn't open the show with this. Because people don't want to hear about this. This is so depressing, and you're not supposed to talk about death. But there was a death pool, and I was in the death pool. I'm still here. So all is not lost. Yet. But I am turning green, though. And my lips look like what are they called? An Andorian's anus? Or would that be blue? Anyway. Let's have a great night, though. Tonight we're going to be giving predictions for the year 2021. We have a list currently. Maybe I should do a state of the show. I never do anything like that. Like state of the show, everybody. What is happening in the sewer currently? You know, it's good. Good New Year. It's a good time to have people know what's going on down here. Now I can't stop looking at my super bright green lips. What's going on with this camera? Hold on a second. No, it didn't work. Anyway, we're not worried about the camera. This is a radio show. The Orions. I have an Orion butthole mouth right there, and a hairy Orion because I'm a rat. You know, hairy buttholes. Maybe I should throw that into the prediction book. It'll be trendy to talk about your lower body hair. Lower body hair in the year 2021 is going to become very important. All right, I'm just going to make that number 41. I'm still gathering this list. I would like to hit 50 before this end of the night. We have 40. Last year, I spent all the money that I made from this show to pay for a psychic's predictions for the. I think at least 30 of them came from them. It was a lady that was in the sewer. She was pretty hungry, but she was also very smart too, beyond her years, wise beyond her years and her ears. Dirty behind her ears, but wise beyond her years. And she cost all the money that the entire sewer made last year. So take that, IRS tax man. Oh wait, I still have to pay you, even if I did buy their service. Well, we'll work it out. It's not April yet. All right. State of the show. The scientists are still at home. And I have reign over the sewer. And that's the bad thing, because the scientists were the main producers of the show. It's not me. I sit here and I get hammered and talk into a microphone for one night a week. The rest of the week, there's like artists, and then there's visual people, and then there's camera. There used to be a guy up there, and he'd eat my lunch, and he'd work the cameras in the sewer. He hasn't been here. He's just been working the camera remotely from home, and I think that's currently why my mouth looks like an Orion's orifice. Let's listen to some music. We'll get to some predictions. We'll thank some people. We'll take some phone calls. You could write in if you want to send me a prediction right now. That I'll add it to the list. You could send nick@nicktherat.com an email and write like prediction 2021 and throw it in there. I'll read it on there. We'll add it to the list. We're gonna have a fun night with a lot of music and good time. We got Shades with a remix of Tizzo song called the Business. Why do I always do that? I always try to drag it into the player when I just have to click it. Anyway, let's listen to this. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat, and stay tuned for the future. Maybe you should get your wallets out.
Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Let's get down. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Let's get down. Let's get down to business. Give you one more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Mama, please don't walk about me. Mama, about to let my heart speak. Friends keep telling me to leave this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. One more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. So let's get down to business. One more night to get this.
Sounds like 6 months dick.
Nights just like this. So let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. One more night to get this. We've had a million nights just like this. Let's get down to business. Back and forth with the bullshit. I know I said it before, I don't mean it. It's been a while since I had your attention, so it might hurt to hit it. Dreams we had don't ever fall away. We can't leave them stay the same. I can't do this for another day. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Come on, let's get this. We've had a million nights just like this. Let's get down to business. Let's get down to business. Come on, let's get this. We've had a million nights just like this. Let's get down to business. 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 Let's get down to business.
Yes, indeed. Let's get down to business. That's it's a remix of a song, I think. It's on SoundCloud. All the music is CC BY 3.0. But who knows what is legal anymore? It's very hard to you kind of if you want to be on the internet, you need a lawyer with you. I had a friend. What phone calls? I had a friend that one second here. Tell me about Proposition 230, I think it is. That stuff's scary. You're gonna need lawyers right behind you. Let's add that to the thing. If you wanna use the internet, you'll need a lawyer. You'll need representation to teleportation of data. Let's listen to a phone call while I figure out where I put these predictions that cost me so much money. I might be trying to make 50 predictions right now on my own while I'm doing the show. But that would just be silly. That's I have the list. Diane, do you know what the list went? Why are you crying? A voicemail, 917-719-5923. Only you could save me with the sound of your voice because, dear God, I hear mine all day.
What the hell is going on? I'm hanging up. I'm going to call again.
Did you call again? Wait, it looks like there's a couple of voicemails.
What the hell is going on? Are you live? Is this not live?
This is currently this is
Are you
live, but
fucking like an apparition? Is this imaginary? Are you? Am I imagining this? What the hell's going on?
you are
I
sort.
see my time. It matches your clock. Yet, what the fuck?
See, the thing is, when people talk, they should, whenever they say now or current, they should also add in like a timestamp. Like right now, it is the year 2098, Januaryth, the 43rd. That's the date right now. But I think, as a rule, people should kind of give a little, because. And the sucky thing is, like in video, it happens too. Like there's a red dot that says live, but then when you record it with the red dot that says live, and then you're watching something pre-recorded that's not actually live, but you think it's live because it has a red dot and says live, it's really frustrating. It should always have the previously recorded on date, which you could do for podcast. I was thinking about this. I was like, hey, how do you fix this problem for podcast? Whenever you say, oh, this is a live podcast, you say the date, like it's currently November 590. Maybe we should look at the first couple of. We found the predictions, everybody. There we go. We have this is here's the list. Okay. We're gonna go over the. Let's just go through a couple of them. There's a lot. There's a lot here. We're gonna have a long night. And warning, these might be a little depressive. The lady in the pipe was. She was a little. We got drunk that night. She was fun. Prediction number 1 for the year 2021. Oh, this is horrible. The educational system, which is already in crumbles, will fail our nation's children even more, and suicide rates of teens will drop because they won't know how to kill themselves. And this, she was really rough at the start. This is a really rough start to the predictions. Like, hey, I don't know if this is going to happen. So we'll have to see if any of these are possible. But if don't let this be you. Do not fall victim to my predictions. Prediction number 2 that I paid for here. That actually you paid for. Abortions will be harder to obtain legally, but legal abortions will rise by 33%. All right, that is a prediction of some sort. Number 3, there will be a garbage strike, and it will cause plague hysteria and the rise of rats in the street. It's not my fault. I'll read the user created. I have a couple of predictions from the audience that I'll read later. I'm gonna open the phone line. Let's open the phone lines up here. And let's take one more voicemail. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick the Rat. Just wanted to say hi. I heard about your show from the Bemroses, so.
Oh, hi.
360-990.
Well, hey, oh. I don't think you want to. I don't know if you want to put that on the air there. Luckily, I have. There's actually a cricket scientist that hits the button when private information is being shared on the internet. Don't forget, this is a public platform. Let's do another. Oh boy, this one's even more depressing. I think. Instead of waiting for the government to pave over the failing streets, the few with enough money to drive will use monster trucks to traverse the terrain. That was a mouthful. I can't believe I got it out though. What's going on in the chat room over here? In the morning, PogChamp. Let's listen to another song. We're gonna come back. I'm gonna thank some people, and then we're gonna go over. Wait, I'll do another prediction. There's so many here. Prediction number 5 for the year 2021. The healthcare system will fall apart after an untested vaccine will mutate human cells into that of insects. And this will cause the lizard people overlords to not be able to contain themselves, and they will start to eat human flesh publicly. That's let's listen to a song, and maybe we could cheer up the room with easy crafting. And this is another remix of an Alan Walker song called "Faded." That was a mouthful. 2021, you're the mouthful. Oh boy.
that shit!
Yeah, motherfucker. I thought I told you one time, I'll tell you 16 times. Stop blasting that monkey bullshit up from the sewer. You trampling my HS signals out of Mexico. I can't get my slave labor toast made. I can't get my signal down there because you're trampling my motherfucking signal. I can hear that shit coming up through my...
Ever get that feeling of deja vu?
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. Tonight, am I fading away? Tonight we are having predictions for the year 2021. Now, I predict that during 2021, people will hopefully still donate to Nick the Rat Radio so we keep this show on the road. It's very important for the community to connect this way. Where else can you hang out and say pretty much to the limits of what's legal in most states? As we experience the unraveling together. Oh yeah, we're doing the donations. I'm sorry. Here we go. Oh crap. I think I have to play an advertisement while I look for the mailbox, the portable mailbox. Hold on one second, everybody. Technical difficulties. The studio is currently on fire. We're gonna play a couple of advertisements. This is hard. Diane, save me. I always. Okay. Okay. Just breathe. I got you. Okay. Yeah. Where's the device? The donation device. Okay. You've seen it? It's I charged it. I'm telling you I did. I charged Diane, please. Okay, hold on one sec. You're not playing any advertisements right now? Why not?
From the people that brought you Sir Bemrose VPN comes an all-new experience that you can have in the comfort of your own home. Are you too much of a loser to go outside and play basketball? Are you too shy and stinky to go to the movies and hang out with your friends? Are you ugly duckling and can't get a date on Tinder even though you're rich? Well, don't worry, because now you can get Sir Bemrose Brain Games. It's just like virtual reality, but instead of you seeing it on a screen that's slapped to your face, it's actually shooting brainwaves right into your skull and making you experience it firsthand. The scientists at the Dark Sewer now were trying to accomplish this a couple of days ago, but they killed at least 30 participants. The Dark Sewer scientists are garbage, but the Bemrose Brainiacs are here to stay. Totally FDA approved. You could be doing anything like partying on bars or smoking cigars in cars. You could be anywhere. Basically, it's kind of like virtual reality, but it's real. It's not like that garbage virtual reality that you get with the screens slapped onto your face. So instead of giving your eyeballs suntan, why not burn your brain?
All right, everybody. We found the donation machine. We're back, and we're gonna go over donations now. How I do this is you could go to nicktherat.com and you could click on donate, and it's through PayPal, or you could subscribe on Twitch. I read those at some point during the show, but let's look for PayPal, and we should go over the donations. There's only a couple. We got PLLC. I actually like that. PLLC. 1414. I think this is my handler. PLLC, you know who you are. You're listening right now. I'm sure you are. You're out there. And I just want to let you know that the rat has penetrated the pumpkin, and the seeds are in the street. That's for you. and only you. Don't let anybody else die. Can you mute my voice to everybody except for that one person? We also have AN with 420. It is still Year of the Rat. I got till February. Oh no, wait. Does that mean I might die still? Oh, fuck. Fuck it. All right. Maybe these... oh, shit. We also have... whoa, this is a big one right here. Let me read this here. Message before I read the message and everything else. I'm going to read the message before I read the message. Love the theater of the mind. Say the donation. Is 4020. And it comes from the Chupacabra. It's hard to read live. I read everything pretty much as it. This show is. I'm not doing anything until it happens, and then it just starts to happen, and then here I am, and here we are. But thank you so much. There, that's the Chupacabra. Thank you so much for the 4020. 4020s. We also have a PO box. It's 9549 Brooklyn, New York 11209. Dun, 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 dun. I should make a song out of that. There. Do we have any musicians, Diane? No. Okay. We also have a couple actual mailbox stuff things. This is I got a credit card letter to my PO box. I thought that is illegal, like trash. We got this bill though. I'm gonna do a quick ASMR bill opening. I wonder if that gains listeners or loses them. I don't know. I missed the groove. I fucked this one up. That wasn't the perfect pull. You have to. Oh, there's the groove I got here. The letter to the king. It says $5. Woo! Thank you so much for the 5. And I do say initials. This is from SE. No, damn! There's a phone call. It says see the bottom of the letter. There's a phone call coming through here. Where's my phone? Hello. Hello, are you there?
This is
Caller?
This is Toothy Smile Loan Sharks. I was able to get your
Caller, can you turn your radio down? Caller, can you just breathe? Get popcorn for the person listening to this phone call, and just let's have a conversation. But first, you have to turn your radio off. Are you listening to me here or there? Welcome to 2021, everybody. Nick the Rat Radio. It's going to be a great year. I don't know if that was a prediction or see the note here. Thanks for your show, Sir Cross Stitch. Thank you so much for the 5, Sir Cross Stitch. Thank you for actually sending it, because I have to actually walk out of the sewer and go to the PO box to grab them. I go Wednesday morning. I wake up. I brush my teeth with some Jack Daniels as I was instructed to by a a teenage pop star 50 years ago. Oh God. 917-719-5923. We have.
I was saying, brother, you're hanging out near the beach or the coast or the damn Great Lake there near you. You gotta watch your ass for some seagulls because they're gonna be doing some coastal surveillance and they will pick off a rat in a heartbeat. You're not even safe at a park, Nick. The damn geese all around the damn pond. It's a park. You got gooses, geese, whatever you want to fucking call them. Anytime you're recreational, you're being casual and relaxed, you got fucking geese up your ass watching your every move. Dog, you gotta consider this. There's no joke about it because you maybe, I want to throw out some food and feed the birds. You got damn sparrows landing nearby, nibbling on your food and shit, and they're watching you. They're scanning your damn eye. Your retina's being scanned and logged in the fucking government databases. Dog. Even the bluebirds. You got bluebirds and redbirds, cardinals. They're all scanning your fucking eyes. They know your face. It's retinal facial identification, dog. They're out there. They're watching us everywhere we fucking go. You can't tell me you don't know what's going on, man. I'm telling you everything you need to know. We got to do something about this. I'm not an advocate for bird poisoning because they've been robotized. Fuck. I don't know. They're probably immune to anything you feed them. They're just doing it for show, unless they're consuming lubricants for the mechanical bodies that are now electrified and scanning everything. You gotta think about it, man. They got those eyes. They're probably been transplanted with cameras. They got damn lithium batteries in their bellies. And they got damn motors that stimulate and shock and twitch and move all those biomechanical muscles. So they're flying at you, man. They're hovering above your picnic table. I don't know, do they have birds in the sewer? Nick, what's going on, man? Dude, I mean, you got penguins. They don't fly. Are penguins in the fucking sewer? Oh my God, Nick. You better make sure they don't see you. Keep the lights low.
There's birds everywhere in New York
That's what
City.
I would do if I lived in the sewer.
See, in New York
Like the
City, we
Ninja
have
Turtles.
what they're called, I think
With
they're
the
called
lights
rock
kinda low,
pigeons,
you tap
and
into the
the
city's
environment of the
electrical
city
grid,
is very
which keep the
similar to the
lights kinda
habitat
low,
to which the
so you don't have to
rock
worry about.
pigeon used to live in the cliffs over the seas of some land across the sea. And then they hopped in a boat. Probably because there were like some bananas in the boat, and they're like, "Oh shit, that boat's got bananas." It was the banana boat. Pigeons came to America via the banana boat. I heard it. A scientist told me. How do you become a scientist to find out stuff that has happened throughout history? Like, what kind of scientist says this? Do archaeologists date bones? Carbon dating is done by what kind of scientist does carbon dating? I guess we all date carbon, don't we? Where are we mostly carbon or mostly water? So many questions that I don't have answers for. But we're not concerned with that. It looks like we have a couple of predictions that were sent in. Let's read this one here. I'm going to write this into the predictions, which I will email myself for next year. My predictions for 2021 is that the community of Sasquatch will be found living on the moon or in the moon. I read it as on the moon because I thought in the moon was a miscalculation of words, but it was they probably meant inside the moon. They will have lots of Nazis paraphernalia, but they won't know what any of it means, Ducky. There's going to be Sasquatch in the moon with Nazi stuff, and they don't know why. Well, that's because the Nazis put them there. I'm sure there's all types of... There's probably Mongol Sasquatch and Spanish Inquisition Sasquatch and all sorts, all sorts of squatch, all sorts of squatch. That sounds like a really French porno. Let's maybe we should listen to some music here. Thank you if you are a donator to the show. If you have donated in the past, if you will donate in the future, thank you for supporting me in my endeavors to spread culture via free music to you, and also to give you a voice on the internet to other creatures of the sewer. Oh boy. Let's do some song and dance right now. Where's the... Diane, what are we listening to now? We're going to listen to Big Anus? Big Anus Space Highway? No, can't say Big Anus. What does that say? I think Big Yaris. All right, let's hear what this is. We'll be right back with Nick the Rat.
Those veins are putting out!
What?
Gene Witch subscribed for 7 months with Amazon Prime. Give me those Bezo bucks, baby. Yeah. Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. I'm having a great night. We are talking about predictions for the year 2021. And so far, it's pretty grim. But I think the next set of predictions will be fine, though. Yeah, in my face. I love that meme with I just totally spaced out there. Let's read prediction number 6 out of we're going to hit 50 tonight here. The IRS will use all the shotguns they bought and travel around the country to shoot computers that are generating Bitcoin. IRS are going to form roving gangs and use the shotguns they bought to shoot computers that are making Bitcoin. Might happen. Number 7. Oh boy, this is a big one. If this happens, it will be big news. You'll definitely hear about it if this happens. Joe Rogan will try to break his contract with Spotify by only accepting guest interviews from apes. Yeah. Joe Rogan will break his contract by only interviewing apes from now on. Apes are people too. So are rats. Everybody is people. Corporations are people. Rats. Children are people. We're all in the same boat together. And if any of you fuckers mess anything up, we're all going to suffer because, number 8. Here we go. This is the bad part here. Pipple. PPL is even people. Prove me wrong. If I said PPL need help, you'd be like, people? I'm like, yeah. PPL, people. If death offends you, this might be the end of the depressing part of the show. But there's another death pool. Number one in the three-tiered death pool that was told to me by a lady in the sewer for all the money that I made on the show last year. She said she looked me in the eye and she said, "Nick the Rat, you." I will never forget these words because she was really close to my face, and I think she smoked. People like roll up to cigarettes because they can't. Because cigarettes cost a lot of money, so if you roll your own, it's cheaper. Well, she was rolling up her sock, and she was smoking that. She was really close to my face, so I'll remember this one. She was like Nick. She had really, really well done fingernails. Like I was about to ask her who did her nails because they were done up, the whole nine. She pointed at me and she was like, "Nick the Rat," and then she started like putting it in my mouth, and it was weird. She's playing with my tongue. She's Nick the Rat, you're gonna die. Then she also said Betty White and Noam Chomsky. So Nick the Rat, Betty White, and Noam Chomsky are gonna kick the bucket in 2021. I can't even listen to the show after that one. All right, let's clear that out of our mind. Let's get the death pool out of our mind with prediction number 9. A group of lizard people politicians will celebrate when an American fast food joint introduces the world's first insect filled meal. That sounds delicious. I love eating cockroaches. I catch them running down the sewer pipes, and I grab them, and I just rip their legs off, and I use that to cut their hard carcass open. I use their own legs to cut their carcass open, and I harvest the meat inside, and I use their meat as oil to cook my soy. Number 10. Number 10, deep fakes will become so good this year it will be impossible to tell if it's real or not, and perverts will rejoice. Okay. It's we should just go through these. These cost a lot of money. Like I spent a lot of money on these predictions. Let's do one more. Number 11. Then we'll see if there's any voicemail. Number 11. A form of prostitution will become prevalent in America when the dark sewer releases an app that allows you to pay people to come to your house to hug you. Well, I'll drink to that. Hold on, I need to open a beer here. That sounds like a great application, Dark Sewer Network scientists that are all working from home. I can't wait till you make that and you increase our revenue here so we could create, cheers to that. Oh, it's midnight in the sewer, buddy. It's 12:01. Before I'm gonna crack this beer, and I just want to say thank you for staying up late and hanging out with some weirdos on the internet, listening to some music and talking about some future. To you, Ned, and to all the perverts. What? All right, let's listen to a voicemail so you don't have to hear my voice for too much longer because oh boy, I can't blame you for.
What's up, dog? Yeah, the show might be getting kind of boring.
All right, well, I don't want you to hear all that either because his voice isn't much better than mine. Let's try this person. Maybe their voice is buttery smooth and it'll make you cream your pants.
Apparently I'm in some other fucking dimension because I thought the show was over. I didn't see anything moving, and now here I am, and I see the show still going on. I thought the fucking show was done. And now I see that it's going on. I'm gonna call you back again, and you're gonna fucking bug the shit out of you. Bye.
Thank you, caller. What? DJ Mr. Dre, I'm talking to you.
By Nick the Rat.
Fuck that shit!
You don't buy high.
What?
Oh yes, once again.
Fuck that shit!
You're building a rock ship here.
Only on Dark Sewer Network.
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio. We're having a great time tonight. That was a fun ditty. That was I think my chat room is hacked or whatever. How do you know if you've ever been hacked or something? You can't tell. It's because it's right behind the server. The server has and the temperature. It's getting hot in here. Doing Nick the Rat creates a lot of my carbon footprint from the giant generator that we have running in the sewer to put out at like was it 64 baud? We're pumping. We're barely pumping any bits through any pipes out here, but the generator's huge. I really hope. Ooh. Okay. Let's look at another prediction here because my jokes are dying faster than I am. Number 11, a form of prostitute. We already did that one. What? That's number 12. A Grubhub delivery person will be caught putting worms into the client's food. Ew, that's gross. 13. What? Jack Ma will wind up on the White House lawn packaged within an Amazon box? Who's Jack's mom? Why is she going to be killed and brought to the White House? I really hope that doesn't happen for Jack's sake or his mom. Number 14. Microscopic aliens will come to Earth and accidentally kill all sentient life on the planet by trying to communicate with us. Well, how am I going to read this next year if this happens? Not only will I be dead, we'll all be dead. This show is getting depressing here. I really hope I'm not depressing anybody. If this show is bringing you down, I'll write a letter to the lady inside of the sewer. I'll write a letter to their therapist for them. Diane, can you find some change in the cushions in the green room? I think there must have been a couple people in there before. Yeah, Adam Curry was in the green room at one point. He probably had some macaroni and cheese in his pockets that might have fell out. Maybe we could pay her off with some of that. Okay, well let's read another prediction here. Number 16. Alex Kurtzman will have an awakening and become a stool. Alex Kurtzman will become a stool. Okay. Might happen. Who knows? I've seen crazier stuff in my life. I've seen factories on Mars in the rain. Number 17, the lizard part of the brain will be revealed by scientists. It was revealed by scientists. So this is going to be a factual thing. It's not going to be some fictional story. This is going to be true in culture. The lizard part of the brain will be revealed by scientists to be the actual human part of the brain, and all the rest of it is just junk. I like that prediction. I think that was definitely worth the money. The entire stockpile of nickels and quarters I've saved up in the sewer. Let's go check the voicemail. Check the voicemail. Oh boy, there's got to be some. There's a voicemail. Here's a voicemail for you.
What's up, Nick? It's me. You know, I'm out here in the middle of the woods, about where we were when you said you were going to go get a pack of rat smokes. It's been a few hours now, man. Just kind of wonder where you are. Kind of, don't know where I am, and it's creepy. So, nice.
I'm sorry to tell you, caller, but the bread that I let you share with me was laced with mushrooms. Yes, I make bread laced with mushrooms. I think it's a very fun pastime. It's better than DMT. It will awaken the inner lizard ape. At one point on the planet, there were lizard apes. We all came from one single microbe at some point. There has to be one hole we all fell out of, apparently. Or maybe there's 12. Because if there's 12, there can't be, people were scared enough of one. They were like, oh man, there's one. And then the whole people like, there's only one hole we all fell out of. And then they finally saw my mother's vagina. And they were like, there's a lot of people falling out of there and climbing back in as well. Mom? Oh, she's not here right now. But we should more how advertisements. I think we have to play some ads. There was a couple donations this week, and I don't do this for the donations. I just do this for the people that are up late and don't know why. It's because there's an awakening at night, and it's looked down upon by common society. Regular people are just like, oh, I like to wake up in the morning and go jogging and hunt squirrel, skin it and cook it, and then I change the squirrel into a pillow, and then I put the pillow up my ass or something. You never know what these people are doing because we're busy staying up late. We're smart. We got other people doing stuff for us while we're asleep. Now we wake up and we're like, the world's perfect. The nighttime is perfect. People during the day did everything binding. There's deliveries and food made and farms farmed and all that shit. But you and me, we're night people. We reap the benefits. We're like vampires. We're just creeping around, crawling around at midnight. And talking about conspiracies in the future. Listening to some kick-ass music and sharing experiences together. It's a sharing. It's like a radiotherapy. Yeah. You might be in bed right now, naked and covered in coconut oil, and singing some country music. I don't know what the fuck you're doing right now, but I know I'm sitting here and I'm just talking into the microphone. This might be. It's currently March 33rd, 3,333 minutes, 3:33 in the morning, right now. Welcome to the tribunal equinox magic moment. Welcome. See, now I just created that in your head, and now you're there. And I just ruined it by saying that. Ah, man, Diane, you were right. I can't role play with you. We're going to listen to some more music here because music even soothes the most savage beast inside all of us. We have Kiss Claudia's Chloe with EDM Trip 2012. We're going back in time with this one. Why the heck not? We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio. I'm going to go smoke some weed.
Anyway, I'm going to get this party started.
Welcome back to Nick the Rat Radio, everybody. Boy, am I high right now. We are looking at predictions for the year 2021. The year just started. We're 7 days in. Well, at least some of us are 7 days in. Some of us are 6. Some are 7, possibly 8. What if you have your own calendar? Fuck. You'll never hit a meeting, but at least you won't feel like the clamps of mankind are on your shoulders sitting there, squishing you. Kind of like taxes. Not Texas. Taxes. Taxes. It feels real weird that your money is taken from you and you don't know where it goes exactly. Like even if you give money to one of those charities on that you see on the TV, and you at least get like a picture of a cat every month that's getting older. They're like, hey, look at this. Look at this. You helped out Baby Yoda live a little bit longer. There's a real issue with everything. Everything is just not transparent. And that's why we need a new internet. We need an internet where you can't not be not transparent. Opaqueness does not exist. And that's when we could have evolved technology that will stop robocalls to your house or spam email. It'll be so smart because you can't lie because everything is so public. It's scary. Yeah, sure. All right. Let's just try to imagine if you were able to put ideas into a place that was not private. That's like a really bad Beatles song or something. Well, once we perfect free energy, I guess we'll be good to go. Let's look at the empires will continue, and the minions will smack each other and create more. Let's read prediction number 19 for the year 2021. The unraveling. See, she knew about the unraveling because I told her about it while we were doing. She was writing this down in front of me. I had to type this out. She wrote this all on like toilet paper with a marker, and it bled a lot. So we used like 20 rolls to write all of this. It was quite the endeavor, and to keep toilet paper dry in a very moist sewer tunnel it's difficult. It's difficult to do, but I did it for you. These are all from these sacred toilet scrolls, sewer scrolls, spooky sewer sluts sewer scrolls with the sexy nails. The Dark Sewer Scrolls. The unraveling will unravel. That we were a couple shots in at this point. At 2 times the speed, increasing the previous UR number. The unraveling number. That's what we're calling it. That's the scientific term. Me and her came up with this. She's a smart lady. She was like, you are talking complete and utter science with the unraveling. That's what she said to me, to my face, while she was deep in my nose with her pinky finger. It was very weird and extremely erotic. But she gave me these predictions for all the money that I made last year. There were some hugs involved. We might have been watched. There was people listening. But I think she's right. The UR number is going to jump from 8 to 16. Do you remember the jump from like Nintendo to Super Nintendo? Yeah, well, that's where we are now in the unraveling. The UR number is going to hit 16 this year. Prediction number 20. The USA will have a civil war, and corporate heroes will unite us and replace states' boundaries with corporate boundaries. And according to the map predictions, I'm currently in McDonald's right now, but soon I hope to move to Nike. No, to Apple. I'm moving to Apple World, Apple Land, Apple City, Apple State Apple, Apple. It's index. They'll call them indexes. They won't be states anymore. I live in the Apple Index. The state lines will disappear. It'll just be stock symbols. Your country will be Apple Grove. Your country will be stock symbols. And if you don't own any Bitcoin or stock, there's going to be the Bitcoin boys and girls, the Bitcoin brethren, and the capital creatures. There'll be the capital creatures versus the Bitcoin brethren. There'll be hockey teams. It'll be great. Let's number 21. Korea will be the first to perfect fusion power and then hide it away from humanity to greed sorry, hold on, let me reread that here. And why am I up talking this? Let me do it monotone. Korea will be the first to perfect fusion power and then hide it away from humanity so greedy capitalists won't be able to steal the tech from themselves. For themselves. Wow, that'd be weird. So Korea's going to get fusion power. Number 22, a DNS hack by a 10-year-old. A DNS hack by a 10-year-old in Albania will bring the few DNS hubs on Earth to its knees, and it will destroy the internet as we know it. And people that can remember IP addresses will be called hackers, and they will be hired to direct people's web searches. They're going to be like operators with switchboard things, and they're going to be hired because a little 10-year-old Albanian kid is going to destroy the DNS system of the internet. Oh yeah, they probably. Where can I direct your call, sir? Pornhub.com. All right, that's 132.459. Because they'll remember, they'll be like books. You'll have to call a guy that's like a book, basically. All right, that was number 22. All right, number 23. Soy will be found to contain a molecule in it that makes male genitalia grow to be larger than normal and twice as tasty. I need another drink. This is horrible. What is? I spent all that money for these predictions. This is. Tell her now. Soy lube. Well, we'll see. We'll have to wait till the end of this year to find out if this is bullshit. All right, 24. We'll do it. We'll do one more because we got to hit to 50. Well, actually, we only have 41. We're gonna have to have some space. I need somebody to call me so we can think of 9 more predictions. Number 24. A food riot will occur. This sounds kind of cool, like a food fight, just like citywide though. Oh, this was a user submitted. We're done. Okay, so 23 was the last prediction that I paid for. And now we're gonna hit user submitted predictions. Let's cut to a song right here. Let's go to we're gonna take a break. We're gonna cut to a song. So sit back, everybody, relax, and let's enjoy this right here. It's
Right. Is soy gay? Nick.
What? Let's listen to.
No.
What the hell? I want a beer already. I have to go smack Diane around with millions of dollars, so she'll actually maybe give me one. Salto World Beats. Don't love, don't look, don't love, don't look, don't love. We'll be right back with more 2021 predictions. Strap in. Well, that was a nice, fun song there. It's while I was getting this beer, I was thinking about how difficult life is for not just a lot of people, like for every person there is. is probably having like difficult times, and in different ways. That's the part that makes it. The loneliest. The loneliest part of life is that we all suffer individual lashings. We we also there's also groups that have group lashings too, but everybody suffers their own individual scars. Uh, like that time that I was eating one of those little those cheeses, the the like was it like a the baby bell is like the cow, like the red cow that looks like the devil. He looks like Satan. Looks like Satan on the little cheese. It's like we're gonna wrap this fermented cow's milk titty utter drip, and we're gonna wrap it with plastic, and you're gonna open. One time I ate the left. I ate the plastic part. I don't know. I ate plastic once. I thought it was cheese. I was like, this is really good too. I loved it. But at night, when I was passing it, when I was passing the it might have been really hard wax. Maybe the wax solidified. Maybe it was expired. Does wax expire? Does wax expire and turn to plastic? I don't know what I ate. I ate something and it really just it hurt when I pooped. Now that's it could have been foil. It might have been foil. So sometimes I just look and I don't taste. I mean, I just eat and I don't look. I do something. And we all do stuff blinded. We're not to we're all sort of blind to life. We don't know what's going to happen to us. We're all in our individual spaceships. We got shit out by our own individual spaceships and so on and so on and so forth. And we're all just bumping around out there. And we're going to read some more predictions for the year 2021. Let's check it out. Let's check out what we got submissions here. I think this is a submission. Number 25, a restaurant serving an alternative meat patty will be discovered to be serving patties made out of human flesh instead. That's going to cost somebody their job. At least maybe. Isn't that weird? That's like these giant corporations, they don't go away. Like it doesn't matter how many people they killed. They already have the market cornered off. They slowly get pushed out by third-party markets, by lawsuits and being cheaper, I guess. Like let's just take Johnson and J&J for instance. J&J have probably killed a lot of people. They also helped a lot of people, with lube and shampoo and I don't know, fucking whatever else they make. I haven't used a Johnson & Johnson product in a long time, I don't think. But, back in 1920, maybe. Two giant penises making bath products? I don't know. That'd be great if that was like Epstein's and that fat pervert guy, their lawyer was Johnson & Johnson. Well, number 26, a true internet mesh network will come into existence. This one I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the privacy veil to be lifted and the true free internet alternative mesh network. Internet. I'm dubbing it Internet Rat.0 Should be 3.0, I guess, because there's like Web 2.0. Remember, there's like we have shitty internet web pages, and now they look pretty good. They're like, oh, they were calling it like, oh, this is Web 2.0. Or we have Web 3.5 now. Like, who's making all this fucking slang terms up? It's just some douchebag making a word up, and then it gets popular, and then you're all fucking saying it like that's what it is. There's definitely standards like maybe there is a standard. Maybe it was the World Wide Web Emporium, whatever they call them. They were like, this is Web 2.0. But no, it's just more HTML and CSS. Was CSS Web 2.0? Whatever. Goddamn. Nintendo had that mesh network going on, the Street Pass on their little DS systems. It would be on while it was in your pocket, and if you walked past a person, it would let your puppy sniff another puppy's butt. Japanese people, man, they're way ahead of the times. They're just like, you know what? We're gonna create a true mesh network, and we're gonna use it. So we're gonna let people's dogs sniff digital dogs, their other digital dogs' butts. I seriously think that's what it was. It was like there was a butt sniffing thing. It would be like, I smell that ass. I smell that ass over there. Yeah, why is the internet on ham networks yet? Is there like a frequency? Is there a frequency over the air that's public? Is there a public frequency? Like, I don't have my license, my ham license. I should have it. I've got a lot of equipment. I got some sniffers and some antennae and some USB converters so I could visually see the spectrum. But can you put bits over there? I think Curry was talking about like sending email, but can you send how much data can you fucking fit through a 900 megahertz? And how far can that go? I'm sure. I'm sure if we had backyard nukes, we could fucking shoot that shit all over the world. Shortwave. I would try it. I would need a license for it. Well, do I need a license for the shortwave? I don't know. Words are weird. We're gonna. Getting wrapped up in ham talk in the chat room over here. Let's look at a voicemail. I'm sure we have a couple. Somebody had to have called me at one point or another. Maybe my doctor? Is this my doctor?
From the Coast to Coast Archives, you're listening to the Fake Art Bill. Art will be live for Ghost to Ghost tomorrow. If you're east of Nirvana and a Nick the Rat fan, call now on 917-719-5923.
That's what I'm talking about. You can't go wrong with a phone call that also doubles as a song type thing. You know what I mean? That was like a song type thing, right? I think it was. It's like it doubles for, hey, everybody, I'm going to leave a message, and I'm also going to rock the cash bar. What is the cash bar? I have a lot of questions. Okay. Rocking the cash bar, what are they saying in that song? Rocking the Casbar? Is it like a Star Wars reference that I'm not getting? It's the cash bar. Now, what the fuck is a cash bar? And what? Oh, fuck. Okay, hold on. All right, there is a word cash bar here. The citadel of a North African city? Rockin' the... Were they talking about bombing somebody in that song? What the fuck were they talking about? Maybe they were. Ow. Now the king told the boogeyman you have to let the raga drop. What is raga? Is that a bomb? Is that like some weird... Why hasn't this... Why has the song been dissected before? It probably has been. I have no idea. All right, I'm going to read the rest of this song here because I'm just really confused. But it's kind of long, actually. You know, well, it's not very long. It's all the same thing. It's fucking rocking the North African city. Now that the king told the boogeyman you have to let the raga drop, the oil down the desert way has been shaken to the top. The sheik, he drove his Cadillac. He went cruising down the Vigil. Is that Italian for vagina? The Muezzin, is that also Italian for vagina? Was standing on the radiator grill. The sheriff don't like it. Rocking the Kashba. All right. If you know what that song means, please. I feel like I'm missing out on a slice of life. Some knowledge that actually matters something. I'm not going to play it, though, because it's copywritten, and I'll get banned from the internet, I think. Rocking the internet. Rocking the internet. I always thought they were like saying Supreme Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Rocking the cash bar. Rocking the cash bar. There's... But Sharia don't like it. Yeah, that's... Sharia law? What part... Why is this song about the cash bar where you're going to be buying drinks talking about Sharia law? I'm really, really undereducated. See, music could sneak things into your brain and you don't even know what it is. That's why I think all education... Education, they should teach. They should figure out a way to change education into music. Like they kind of did it with like ABC works. There's a whole fucking song around your alphabet, your English language. I'm sure every language has like a song for their alphabet. At least I hope they do. And then the best way to learn it is probably using music like a song like Feliz Navidad. I know that means it's like during the cold weather you wear the fleece, and then you go outside and you're warm and it's cold out, so you're like Navidad, right? So it's Feliz Navidad. I don't care. Feliz Navidad. And now I know that because there's a song that exists, and it's not because of any other type of intelligence that has snuck into my psyche. And I think music is the communication key between languages. Getting hot in here. I did a... I'm trying... The room with the knob is bigger. It's like a big frozen fucking server. So it detects that it's like really cold in the server room. Because we're pumping out all these bits inside of a server room here in the sewer. That's where your money's going to. It's almost... Oh, let's listen to a voicemail. 917-719-5923.
Hey, Nick. Making the year 21 predictions. Oh, sorry. Ate some chicharrones. Pork rinds. They're very dry.
Chacarone. I know that song.
Anyway, Yeah, so year 21 predictions. Epstein is found spotted again on his New Mexico ranch property. Duh. Then Trump pardons Epstein and Pence. Trump resigns. Pence pardons Trump. And I'll call you back with my February predictions. Adios, mofo. Oh, shit.
I'm not going to write that one down. Because that's not happening. That's... why would Pence pardon Trump? That's a complete impossibility. But I will write it down because I need to fill up the page. So, let me write that here. Hold on. Pence pardons Okay, let's look at number 27. 27 in the year 2021 predictions for Nick the Rat Radio. We have this is a user submitted prediction. Somebody on the what network? That was the Mastodon network for No Agenda. Somebody was there. Advance in 3D printing, 600 nanometers XYZ resolution possible for high-end printers by the end of the year. There you go. For all you 3D printer nerds out there, 600 nanometer printers will become high-end. 600 nanometer? I don't know. What's the current resolution? Like 40? Or probably even less than that. It's like a centimeter. $60 microns. And micron, what? Like 60 microns is like, yeah, that's a nanometer? Well, okay. Micrometers. Microns or micrometers? So microns are I think I'm learning from Gene Witch, but I also think I might be just getting confused by life. But I'm sure. Ow. I'm sure it's all mostly true. Okay, we got the King's Foot, or close to 100 somethings of wait voicemail voice 917-719-5923. You could call me now. I'm also got to check out the gas blast too. I think there might be some gas blast.
And that skilly bomb sat, skizat bizat, or nizik bizat.
We have a prediction emailed in. Thank you for that phone call. That was a lovely one. We will see Elon Musk and Bill Gates throw down in a nerd fight. The world will laugh. All will agree to pronounce T's. Then we will all die horribly. All right. This is 2 predictions in one. I'm going to add this here. And since I'm short on predictions, I'm going to stretch this. 43 is Musk versus Gates. I'll leave it at that. That leaves a little mystery to the prediction as well. So when I'm doing this next year, I'll be like, Musk versus Gates. What the fuck is that? And I'll do a Google search. And if during this year that pops up, I'll be like, score 1 for Nick the Rat. We figured that shit out. All right, and 44 will be same prediction thing. T's pronounce T's will be pronounced better. I don't know how we could judge this one. This is weird. There's gotta be a way to kind of fix this one, but also I don't want to use my brain power to figure it out. How to or to shorten it to. I think that's the look into the Twitter used to be. I'm going on a side quest here, but when Twitter was just like 140 characters, it would really make you think about what you were posting. And art, you ever hear less is better? Less is more? Well, I think it's true with words too. Wait, we're getting a phone call here. Hello, caller. How are you tonight?
Hello, I'm Lella. Am I speaking with Nicholas Rat?
Hello, Yella. Yes,
Hello.
you are.
Of the sewer. This call is being recorded for quality and control and training purposes.
Oh, fuck. Really? This is like a mid-quarter review or something?
Yeah, they got us on a mid-quarter review, and it's. I mean, I know it's the new year, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, mid-quarter reviewer, a person of power. Please don't fire me. Is this HR?
I just wanted to call and say I love you and happy New Year.
Wait, so this isn't HR. HR can't say that.
I know HR can't say that. Yeah. I'm going rogue.
The sewers HR is going rogue?
While we're going rogue, I just everything's awesome. Everything's gonna be awesome.
Everything is awesome. Isn't that the most awesome part about like I was watching regular TV yesterday and the remake of The Lion King was on.
Yeah.
The CG version. Yeah, they remade it and they made it like CG.
They like made it like more real.
Yeah, it looks real.
Like they're real people.
They really put a lot of money into that motherfucker. That shit looked real. Like I was like, this kind of looks real.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, it was.
That's awesome.
It's a flaming turd shit ball. Like the animated movie is so much better, but the 3D it really looked real. Like I was like, holy fuck, they put a lot of money into this. But it was
good
cool
for them. That they allocated the funds for such things.
I felt like I was watching. It made me question like watching like those nature shows on TV.
Oh yeah. And when one animal attacks another, and then it's like, oh, I've got you, bud, and then it poisons it, and then it eats it because you got to poison it first, so then it stops moving, and then it starts eating it.
I think those are deep fakes. There we go. That's a prediction right there.
Oh, that's how they're going to do it.
Animal deep fakes.
Animal deep fakes.
It's going to be a big news item in 2021. I got to put that. That's number 44. We're working kind of backwards and forwards.
Oh, good. And that's excellent.
Do you have a prediction for 2021?
My prediction is that there will be weed consultants, and that will be a degree in universities and colleges.
You know that's like a travel agent, isn't it? Like, oh, come, hey, go sit down here, and they're wearing like a suit and tie, and it's like fucking dirty and shaggy, and they're drinking coffee, and then they talk. Oh, how do you want to fly this weekend while you smoke this weed?
Well, I really like this kind of weed, and then you like this kind of weed. Yeah, I think people are going to pour a lot of money into educational institutions for the job, for the essential worker job.
It's definitely
selling
weed is
marijuana.
medicine. It's a medicine is essential. So
It is.
Are these called apothecaries? Apothecaries? I can't say the fucking word. It's apothecaries. Apothecaries? Yeah, it's an apothecary. I think they're like they sell weed like salespeople. I think the job already existed.
That's a very. Oh, so it's like I guess it sounds like a Greek word.
Everything's Greek.
Everything is Greek. and apothecary, that sounds Greek, and it does.
Or it sounds like a really stoned horror movie.
Yeah.
Apothecary.
Apothecary.
Maybe Carrie got stoned and she made everybody bleed from their faces.
She could have done that easily. Oh yeah. But would she have wanted to? Was it enough for her?
Is anything ever enough for anybody? Caller, when was the last time you, as a person, as an individual, were satisfied?
I can't remember.
Really?
No.
That sucks. That's a horrible existence.
No, you know what? Actually, no, I kid. I was satisfied that on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we Fletcher and I do this show called Hog Story.
Is this
hogstory.net?
Carolyn Blaney from Hog Story?
It is. Yes, it is. And I have to say, I was satisfied that we were able to do. We did a show. We started to do the show, and then we discovered when our planned time was to stop the show. We found out we weren't recording, and then we just dusted ourselves off, got back up, and did the show again.
That's how professionals do it.
I was so pleased, and I was just like, let's just do it, just shake it off, whatever, just do it, whatever. And that's it. Let's not get upset about it. It's great. So that is the last time I was very pleased, and yes.
You were okay. So what you're trying to say is the last time Carolyn Blaney was pleased was by doing it the second time.
Doing it the second time.
Gotcha.
Yes.
That's
and
getting it done. Getting her done. Fletcher dropping the ball. Ducky said that. I was just reading the chat room. I don't know. Shit happens. I get it, but I'm not going to get upset. I'm not going to be like, whatever. It's just shit happens, especially with audio. Audio, it's you never know if you're recording or streaming. That's why I try to do 10 different things at once, and that in itself kind of fucks up the whole everything. But I put video audio in audio before. I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, and you're doing audio, or sorry, not audio. Audio, or you're already doing audio, but and video.
Well, yeah, I'm recording a video stream too. Thing. Sometimes I had to use the video's audio for the audio because I wasn't recording that. It's you audio and AV nerds. are probably ruling the world right now. They're probably in a dark room with fucking red, yellow, and white cables, plugging people into the matrix and owning Bitcoin. Did you have an AV club in your school?
I don't know. I don't think we did. If we did, it stopped when I was in grade 12 or grade 11 or
Yeah,
something
they
like
usually
that. They
put-
probably were like, yeah, they're like, oh no, we're gonna stop doing cool stuff because, the internet. So they stopped doing cool stuff.
AV club was slave labor for old teachers that didn't know how to turn on the VCR or push a cart. It was a renaming of slave labor. It's like, we're gonna have AV club. They're gonna be audio visual people, and they're just gonna fucking wheel in shit for the decrepit teachers that are just falling apart at the fucking table. They can't move a cart, so we're gonna have kids push the cart in there. We're gonna call it the AV club. It shouldn't be audio video. It's like it should be elderly and I can't think of a elderly and something with AV right now. It's ancient and vindictive. I don't know.
Oh, that's great.
What is the weather? What is the weather like for you right now? It's 79 fucking degrees in the server room of the studio right now. I'm melting.
Outside it's probably I'm maybe 59, 60 or something like that. I don't think it's very cold. It's been pretty mild so far.
That's not bad.
Recently. Yeah, it's we had some like colder winds when I went outside, and then I came back inside, and that was all right. I wasn't spending a whole lot of time out there.
What were you doing out there?
I was bringing in the garbage bins.
Do you know that?
Yeah.
The garbage has been on this. I think a garbage strike would be huge. Imagine you put your garbage outside and nobody took it.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy.
For like weeks,
it's
and you were like, "Hey," you were calling people and like, "You're not taking."
Yeah. What about and I for some reason I've thought about what if you've ordered a pizza? You order a pizza like as you do, and it doesn't show up.
What are you gonna do? You gonna call the cops?
What are you gonna do? You gonna call the cops? They're not bringing your pizza. They can bring the pizza whenever they want.
Well,
at that point,
you have heard of like do you know? Okay, there's a. Do you use like a food delivery service like Grubhub or Seamless or or Uber Eats?
Oh yeah.
How those corporations are evil. They're basically setting up an interface for people that don't like to call the restaurant. They're like lazy people that don't want to use the phone. They just want to touch the screen. I guess.
Oh yeah.
And they put the menu there, and you order through their menu, which charges you an extra fee, and it charges the restaurant an extra fee too. So there's like a middleman raping you to be your menu, and it's a very evil practice.
The only time I'd really think like using Uber Eats would make sense is like ordering from McDonald's. Like if you have to order from McDonald's, and if you want to do a delivery, Uber like they can eat that.
Oh man, have you ever Uber Eats McDonald's?
Yes.
You are
Definitely.
living life like a fucking queen. That's I can imagine sitting there like I'm getting
not recently. Like recently, it's been like if I know of a place and they're doing only Uber Eats delivery, I'm just like, I'm just gonna go over there. I'm just gonna pick it up myself. If I can't pick it up myself, I should just go to sleep.
Do you want to know about why I might order it instead of pick it up? Depends on how much weed I smoked.
Fair enough. Exactly.
I'm like, would I rather spend $5 or go adventure into crazy world? Well, I feel like everybody's looking at me. I'll get lost in the pizzeria. I'm like, holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Why am I here?
Oh yeah. I'm here to buy some tomato sauce.
A pound of tomato sauce, good sir.
Pound of tomato sauce.
Put it on my card.
I don't know.
Most
Yes,
pizzerias
please.
don't accept credit card. Does your pizzeria accept credit cards?
Yes. Yeah. They'll take credit card. They'll take cashes. I don't know about Bitcoin or anything.
Oh
like
no,
that.
I've never
that
bought
fancy
anything.
pants stuff.
Because like in Brooklyn, there's like a pizzeria every 3 blocks. So I think these little businesses can't accept credit cards in all these places. I don't think.
Do you have pizzerias like, you know, if you order a pizza, like you call them and then like they don't ask you your name, they just ask you where to drop it off?
Well, because
like,
they
there's
have
all
your
these
address.
places
It's because your phone number. They know where you live after the second call.
Yeah, I guess it's like if you call them, like that makes sense. But they don't ask you for your name. Like that's like that's so cool. Like, you know, it's like, okay, I'm just gonna drop this off at like 123 Main Street, and then I'm not even gonna ask them about their name. I always thought that was so badass, and that's pretty cool.
That is so funny because I know exactly what you're talking about, but it's because they know your phone number. If you put like call block on, they'd be like, "Who the fuck is calling for pizza at 2 a.m? Where the fuck do you live?" They would have no idea, but they got your phone number, and when you call, they're like, "Oh, okay, it's 2 a.m. I know where. I'll see you soon. Bring some fucking pop with me too."
So I just have to like call them anonymously.
And then they'll ask you a lot more questions. They'll be
then
like, "Who are you?"
More questions. Why do you want this pepperoni pizza? Because you're anonymous. Anonymous doesn't eat pizza, okay?
Anon does it at 1:16 in the morning.
1:16 in the morning. 1:16 in the morning. Anonymous should be in bed by then.
But, you know, if like 917-795-923 calls you 1 in the morning, you're like, "Oh, okay. I'll throw this pizza into the fucking sewer. Here you go. I know where you live. Here it is."
I'm gonna call them back. I know where they live also.
You're building a community. It's like a little village. It's true.
It is. And like and the pizza guy knows like where everybody lives. So it's like if you needed to know where anyone lived, you go to the pizza guy. The pizza guy will tell you.
That's true. You could probably so if you were trying to kill somebody in a certain zip code, say their name was Lindsay Chocolate. I don't fucking know why Lindsay Chocolate. So you go to the pizzeria, you're like, "Yeah, I'm here to pick up a pizza for Lindsay Chocolate." They're like, "Oh no, they haven't ordered a pizza in weeks. Where they live?" "Oh, over there." And then you go to their house, you kill them because of the pizza. You can find anybody with pizza. That's why all the hitmen are Italian.
Because they know where the pizza is and the sauce is.
It's like instead of the rainbow connection, it's the mozzarella connection.
Okay, because mozzarella connects.
It does. It's like
so well.
Yeah, there's like fungus living under the earth, and it's like a network for mushrooms. So they call it like a mycelial network, I think it is. It's there's shrooms around the world talking to each other under the planet Earth's skin. But on top of the earth, Italian people talk with mozzarella cheese. And if they could find you if you ever ate pizza.
Oh.
I'm-
Because like your teeth are like gonna like chomp into that mozzarella, so they'll hear
it's
about
your
it.
DNA. As soon as your DNA touches the mozzarella, the mob knows where you live, and they're gonna come see you.
Oh. They're gonna come to use.
They're gonna get you. I heard you on the New Year stream for a couple of seconds. There was so many people on that thing.
There were so many people on the thing. I heard you as well.
I was on for a
On the
couple.
New
I was like
Year's
for a
thing.
minute. I was like, things were happening. New Year's
Things
was
were
going on.
happening.
Yeah, there was
Oh yeah.
pizza and mozzarella and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pizza, mozzarella, beers. I had beers and I had more beers.
But yeah, but like the thing with conversations and podcasts, once there's more than 2 people, it gets a little confusing. And there was like 20 people there.
Yeah, yeah. There were so many people. So many people. Like if it was in person, it was just like, oh, okay. There's like 20 people here. Okay, cool. Let's hang out.
Instead of calling it like a gang bang, you could call it like a gang pod. It's like a pod gang.
A gang pod.
It's
an audio gang bang.
that could be it too. It could be like a earlobe gang bang is when there's like a podcast with more than 3 people. It's because everybody's just coming in your ear. It's like so many voices. You feel like you got a psychotic breakdown. Like who is this? What? Where on the earth are you? This is Alaska. That's Australia. Japan's talking. Jersey's talking. New York. Who?
There's like different times of the day. It's like, oh, it's the afternoon in Australia. Oh, it's dark as super dark here in Aurora, Ontario, and all over the place. It's like different times of the day. It's like, oh, it's morning. Oh, I can see the sunrise. And such.
So who in Canada has an aunt named Terry O?
Terry O.
Aunt Terry O.
Oh, I see. I don't know. Aunt Terrio.
Aunt
I'm
Terry
sure
O.
they're.
Like where the word? No, like serious. I'm being very racist right now against the Canadians. Ontario. Ontario. Is this like in English or French?
Well, I think Ontario is more like on the English side, and then Quebec is that'd be like New Britain, and then Quebec could be like New France. Actually, the only really New France territory that exists is like is an island off the coast of Newfoundland. Off the top of my head, I can't.
Where's Old Finland?
Old Finland.
And where is original Finland? Because that's probably where they have the best pizza.
Oh, that might be where the best pizza is. Original Newfoundland.
That's where I want to go to eat. Pizzerias are they're so predatorial with time periods, like where the originals Luigi's original pizzeria. It's like, you really original? You're the most original guy named Luigi making a pizza. I don't know. I don't know about this. I'm looking for the etymology of Ontario right now.
Oh yes.
I don't wait. Pre-European contact. They talk about cultures on Wikipedia like STDs.
They certainly do.
Like before Canada got fucked by the Europeans, it was called Ontario. And the Europeans came and they turned it on. It's it's like
it was off and then now it's on.
Ontario. It was people coming there made it warm, and they turned on the heat. I don't know. No, I can't find the etymology of it. I feel sad. I looked.
Oh.
Do you care? Do you, how much pride do you have in your family history? Do you have family history pride? Does that exist?
I wonder if there is family history pride. I think a lot of it's luck, because
you only have pride
like,
if it's good, like really good.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like are gonna just be like I had nothing to do with being like born into where I am.
Your ancestors don't own a pizzeria. They don't own an original Ontario pizzeria. Original Ontario. We are 500 years old.
They didn't, but when they had a stagecoach. One of those stagecoaches from went to Kingston to Toronto.
Really?
Which is probably and then once the locomotive was invented, that was out of the question. But like, it was like I think it was about a day. It would take you from Kingston to Toronto. I mean, driving is probably like 3 hours.
And this is how you were conceived?
No, it might have been actually. I don't know. Like, my middle name's Heather, so I think I was conceived in the Heather.
In the Heather?
In the Heather.
That movie with Johnny Depp and wait, no, that's that guy from Mr. Robot and the girl from Beetlejuice. Wait.
Oh. Yeah, Beetlejuice was great. That was great. Michael Keaton, I think he's pretty underrated for sure. He's my favorite. He's one of my favorite Batmans, definitely.
Do you know why Michael Keaton is underrated to you? I know why.
Okay, why is that?
Michael Keaton is underrated to you because he doesn't have a social media account.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, okay.
That motherfucker lives in a mansion. He probably got like 30 cars. He's living bigger than anybody that exists today. That motherfucker's probably
pretty badass.
Yeah, he's
Mr.
Birdman. That motherfucker. They're
He
bringing him,
was a Birdman.
bringing him back as Batman again. He was great in Spider-Man. He was great in Multiplicity and go. And there's never been like a Michael Keaton like freak out video. You never heard him yelling at.
I don't think I've ever seen him in anything that I was like really super mad about. You know, it's like, oh, he's in Multiplicity and he's Batman. And what I liked about his Batman was like he was really good as Bruce Wayne and as Batman. He was able to like be cool with both of those things.
He acted like a proper, and his eyes. He had great eyebrows. I think that was like his. He could like move his eyes like. But I don't remember the fighting in that. I wonder who was the stunt double in Batman. You know, I didn't like it in the newer Batman movies. With Nolan's Batmans, the fighting scenes were so close up. All you saw were like quick little chest punches. It's like, what is this pussy shit, man? I want to see some full swings. Get in there. And I just
full swings.
They showed some tight shots.
And we all know Albert's working on some like crazy like inventions and stuff. Like, like expand on that as well. We want to hear about it.
Who would you rather for your butler? What was his name? The guy in Batman. You just said his name.
Albert.
Albert. Would you rather Albert or Q? Like Bond's guy.
Oh, Bond's guy. Oh,
Do you know Q, right? Q is like,
yeah.
Mr. Bond, I made your car fly if you chew bubble gum. Or would you rather Alfred, who cleans your house as well? Like, I don't think Q cleaned the house.
Oh, Q didn't clean the house, yeah.
But he had cooler inventions. Like, I think Batman made like the car and the cave and the Batarang, but I think Q made Bond's explosive chewing gum.
What I like about Q, and I'll preface why I would choose Q is because like I do believe in like just focusing on one thing.
Yeah.
And if it's just like, and it's gonna be good. Like, it's like Q, it's like, okay, so he's like cleaning my toilet, he's cleaning my floors and all that stuff, dusting everywhere. You gotta dust stuff. There's a lot of like, it could be it's stretched out, like the talent stretched out.
Yeah.
But if there's like laser focus on this one thing, that's cool, and I know it's gonna be good product.
Q will have a toilet bowl that'll clean itself. It's like, Carol. Take a shit on this toilet. Your shit won't stick to the sides. Every flush will clean it like an Albert would. And you don't even need fucking Albert. You got Q making crazy inventions for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, mansion. You don't need. Here's a cardboard box. You go inside. It's bigger on the inside. It's a hideout. It's like Doctor Who. It's like, thank you, Q. Thank you for that. And Alfred's like, sir, I am old, and I'll remind you of your dead parents. It's like, holy shit. Thanks.
Yeah,
Alfred.
I feel like Albert would like remind me of all of like
the scary stuff. Also, he's kind of like Batman's Achilles heel. Like if the Joker had Albert in a ball gag and like he was about to kill him to death with like some giant dildo that was like a robotic dildo, fuck Albert to death, and he would be laughing. That wouldn't happen to Q. Nobody would like. But Albert is
it's a hard choice. It's still a hard choice. Like
it
is.
I'm
not gonna say it's like a hard and fast like Albert or Q.
Albert probably had a bigger penis. Q is making up
Albert
for his.
Probably had a bigger penis for sure.
Q is like, I have a small penis, so I'll make a car explode if you press a button on. She won't go down on you. She won't give you roadhead. I'll eject her through the fucking passenger window.
I think Albert's balls would have gone to his knees, definitely. Like
he definitely
you pick up his pants and he's like his balls are like to his knees.
Because
and you're like, wow.
When Batman was a baby, he was probably doing like pull-ups on Albert's testicles. He's probably grabbing Albert by the balls and doing pull-ups on those.
And that's probably why they're all like looking like really stretchy, but like that's still pretty cool.
How long was Albert in the Wayne's family destitute? He was like a slave for the Wayne family, right? He was like a poor guy. This motherfucker didn't go to college, so he wound up as a butler, and the Wayne family just shit on him, and the family died, but he stuck around while little Bruce lived in a cave.
There has to be like an origin story of Albert.
Was Albert the surrogate father for Bruce Wayne? Indentured servant?
I think so.
I don't know. These are questions that need to be answered.
These are questions. They and I think Albert does need to have an origin movie to be done
Alfred
about him.
Albert. Shut up, George Witch.
They'll have to. Because he was a servant, and then you have to be equal to everybody. So everybody's got a story, and Alfred definitely has a story. So people, they need to know about it.
That's why I want to see like a comic book series about Albert. He probably went to like sex clubs. He was probably like really rich. He's like, yes, I've got
he's whipping his huge dick everywhere and his long
giant balls that were, and he was wearing like a maid's outfit. And there's like the Bat Cave. The Bat Cave is very like, that sounds S&M-y. He probably called it the Bat Cave. It was probably like
he
Wayne's.
Probably did call it the Bat Cave.
It's probably like Wayne Manor's basement, and then he's like, "I'm going to call this shit the Bat Cave and tug on my nipples some more, Bruce." He's a sex pervert, probably. This dude.
Probably, yeah. And he's and with the maid outfit, he's got the coverall, the apron, and his long balls are peeking out of the apron.
And Bruce wanted to pass this down to Robin. Like, Bruce was abused by Alfred. And then Bruce is like, you know what? I need to sexually abuse some other kid. So he put some fucking kid named Robin in some tights.
Oh, yeah.
And he kapowed him right in the fucking Orion orifice. Or something.
The Robin orifice, yeah.
Do you know birds pee and jizz out of the same hole? That's disgusting. Oh wait, so I think all creatures do.
Oh, so maybe they should wipe in between those different types of situations.
What's Hog Story's phone number?
430
430 301.
Oh, 201.
430 201.
Yep. 4841.
4848.
Yep.
And that's why 41.
41.
41 because 48.
Yes, because it starts with 430 201.
And then 48 and
then
41.
4841. So that's why it's 430 201 hug 1.
And you're in the smoker. Where'd the In the Smoker come from? And where did Hog Story come from? Where did these names come from? I think I remember the story a little bit.
So Hog Story, that came about when, so we had a show title for the show called "Hold On, I Got Something to Tell You," and that was a terrible title for a show. Clearly,
tell that to NPR. You guys were trying to rip off NPR. Wait! Don't fuck me in my Orion orifice.
And we used like an initials of it, and then somehow it got and I forget who had off the top of my head, I can't recall the name of who said that. Oh, is that hashtag Hog Story? And Mike, oh gosh, I won't say who it is because
you don't even know your own origin story, Carol. Oh.
I do, but
but where did In the Smoker come from then? So we got the acronym for Hog Story from
Hog Story, and then we just went with that with this hashtag Hog Story. And
hold on,
hold on, I gotta tell you something. I gotta show you something. And then In the Smoker, I think that came from one of the voicemails. I think that came from a voicemail, or
I
Yeah.
thought it was because Fletcher owned a humidor. Is that what they call it, where they put the cigars, the cigarillos?
Oh, yeah, yeah. No, he doesn't have a humidor, as far as I know.
Really? Can you ask him if he has one next time you guys? Next time you
I will
ask him if he has a humidor.
I'll ask him if he has a humidor.
Hold on, I got something to tell you. Is Hoigstty?
Yeah.
Hoigstty. Man, Tunnel Rat is so totally on top of everything.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
cigars and the smoker. I don't know. Or he has a giant. Ask me if his giant barbecue grill. Dear Fletcher, how big is your barbecue grill?
How big is your barbecue? Oh, yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever massaged another female?
No.
Have you ever massaged a male?
Yes.
You're sexist. We had a sexist on the call. I just hung up on the sexist caller. We're gonna play some music here. We can't have sexist people on the show. You gotta massage everybody. Come on, people. This is 2021 here. We have Warm Reboot with some Skyrim. Enjoy. I'll be right back. Thank you, Carol. Love you. Love Hawk Story. Love you, John.
They did darken the sky. His roar for his fire and his scale sharpened sides. Men ran and they cowered and they fought and they died. They burn and they bled as they shook their cries. Dovakin, naroksin, rosmarin, vaden vokur, mafera kasval, afinorok bargrand fonus hon sindrosan, dovakin fahin kogan mundral. We need saviors to free us from Alduin's rage. Heroes on the field of this new war to wage. And if Alduin wins, then he's gone from this world, lost in the shadows of the black wings and fur. But then came the tongues on that terrible day. Steadfast as winter, they entered the fray, and all heard the music of Alduin's doom, the sweet song of Skyrim, sky-shattering tune. And so the tongues freed us from Alduin's rage, gave the gift of the voice, a shutting on your wage. If Alduin is eternal, then eternity's dawn. For his story is over, and the dragons has freed us from Alduin's rage. Give the gift of the voice a shut-in on your wage. If Alduin is eternal, then eternity stone. For his story is over, and the dragons are gone. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the dragonborn comes with a voice wielding power of the ancient Lord arts. Believe, the dragonborn comes.
Oh shit, we're done. If you haven't played Skyrim on your pet rock yet, then you're missing out, everybody. Video games is the biggest market in the whole universe right now. Video games, and let me tell you, they are addictive, and they're great. They're good. They have a artistic value. They have a. I opened a vent in the sewer. Hopefully it doesn't hit fucking 80 degrees down here. I'm gonna shave my goddamn my shit right now. Everything is a waste of time. I'm gonna get a little depressive right here before I continue on with this, because this is something I actually think about, and it's very painful realization. But it's also very freeing. It's the fact that everything is bullshit means that you should be free to do whatever. Because if everything is bullshit, then you shouldn't care about anything. And if you're in the sewer right now, I hope you don't care about much. I'm sure there's some stuff you have to care about. You have to care about friends and family, people in your area, and I hope that they are all good. I hope your friends and your family are good. I hope you are good. But outside of that, it's a fucking it's crazy. It's crazy dinosaur world out there. It's like Jurassic Park. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I gotta speed this up. Sometimes having no shits to give is good, but it can also lead to bad places if you let it drag you into really disturbing situations, because sometimes your lack of caring could bring you to... Hello, caller.
You shouldn't let stuff get you down.
It's very easy to get... I'm also very easily impressed. I'm very easily impressed by life. I'm also very easily sausaged by it as well.
But there's got to be specific things that impress you.
Everything impresses me.
Everything.
Everything.
Literally.
Literally everything about existence impresses me constantly.
Okay.
Which is why it's great.
I would say so, yeah.
But pretty much everything outside of that sucks giant Bruce Wayne testicles.
Pretty much, I would say. Do you know that Congress is speaking as late as Nick the Rat is tonight?
When Congress is on now? I don't even... Doesn't my tax dollars go there? Do my tax dollars pay Congress?
Welcome to 2021.
Caller, does my tax dollars...
No, it's just like utterly bizarre that they're still on it, and you're on too.
Are they listening to me?
They're competing. They're competing with you.
They've got 5 million listeners
too? They knew
too?
you had this time slot.
Do you where do you hold do you care about taxes, caller?
Very much so.
You
I
care
have to
about...
pay them.
You pay tax. Do you know where your tax money goes to? Do you know how to pay taxes? Do you know how?
I do.
Are you confident in your tax paying ability?
In my tax paying ability.
Do you feel like you could pay your taxes to your fullest? Do you understand what I'm even saying?
Kinda. I mean, I'm just saying I usually pay my taxes to the fullest because I get money back every year.
But do you know why?
No, I know why. Yeah, no, I know why.
So you understand your taxes to your fullest ability. You might not be able to get more back than what you do.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to press it.
Or admit it in public on Nick the Rat Radio. We in the sewer.
No, I mean, well, no, but I mean, you want to pay. You're better off paying more so you don't get hit with an audit or something.
All right,
like that
so
later on
okay,
down the road.
there you go. We're hitting the root of this questionnaire right here. So you're
Better to pay more than not, you know.
so you don't know your limit. You don't know what isn't your limit either. You really
You
don't
never know what your investments are going to do from year to year. So I mean, that's the golden factor there.
Taxes are basically
in
playing
2020 this
dice
year
with the
my
government.
taxes are going to be insane. I don't know what they're going to be, like all over the map.
But how do you know if that's right or not?
Well, I will have a accountant tax specialist go over it, and they will
You have a
verify.
middleman. You have a middleman?
Yeah, well, I will this year.
You have
I
it.
usually don't, but I can usually handle them on my own. But this year is just insane.
This is where society breaks down. When you need a middleman,
much.
when you need to wear a condom to live.
Pretty much.
Do you wear a
Because otherwise
condom when you
some lady in the middle of Kroger will yell at you, "You're not safe. You don't have a condom on."
do you wake
Like,
up
"You're right, ma'am.
and
I
leave
do
the
not."
house and do you slap a condom on? Do you have to like scratch out? Do you have to like rub out a chubby to throw a condom on
You
your
gotta-
clitoris?
You put them on all 10 digits.
Clitorises get hard, right?
All 20 digits plus the 1. And then you're safe for going out. As long as you stay 65 feet away from people.
Foot gloves. If you put
Foot
okay, I
glove-
got a couple questions for you, caller. If you put a covering on your foot, is it a glove? Why don't they call what you put on your hands socks?
Well, they have a mitten
So is a mitten like a sock?
and a glove.
I already
that you put on
answered
your
my
hand.
question.
So they're
This question
they've doubled
sucks.
up.
This is a bad
They've
one.
doubled up what you can put on your hands.
It's really you really wouldn't need to because like your feet and your hands are different. You need different declarations for objects for these appendages.
So is the mitten and the glove to make up for the sock and the shoe? Or the boot or whatever?
No. These are different appendages, right? Like you
Yeah.
can't compare your feet and your hands. They're different.
Not really.
What?
I said not really. 'Cause
Are you a
one-
fucking
one's-
mutant creature with
No,
giant?
even a rat. There isn't it different between the rat's feet and their
Oh, their
their
hands and their feet are the same. My feet do look like my hands, but you're a human. Your feet.
Do they have a? Does a rat have an opposable thumb?
Human feet can't hold a banana.
Well,
And that's why you have socks and that's why you have mittens. But either way,
I think I see some ladies online with no arms.
caller, I have a better
question.
I have a better question. It just came to my head.
Just saying.
If you say good morning to somebody, what does it mean?
It means I hope you have a good morning.
Good afternoon. What does good afternoon mean?
I hope you have a pleasant and wonderful afternoon.
But are they greetings or are they salutation? Are they greetings or goodbyes?
I think they're kind of both because I mean it's like almost like a well-wishing salutation.
Ah, fuck, you're right. I guess if I was leaving
Which
somebody's
could be-
house in the morning,
like-
I'd be
it's like
like,
aloha,
have a good
you know?
morning.
Yeah, it's like aloha. In Hawaii, you can just keep saying aloha all the time.
So good would be the American version because good morning, good evening, good night. But because I like associate good night with like a goodbye. I'm like good night.
Yeah.
That means good night,
Yeah, no,
goodbye.
no, and that's a fair assessment. Definitely a fair assessment.
Can you say good
That
night as a good morning? Like good morning is like hello, good morning. But you're also saying as you're leaving, you're like goodbye. Can you say good night as a hello?
Is that maybe why back in like Middle Ages they said good morrow?
That's not good night because good night could be a hello, like ooh, good evening to you,
Well,
good night
they
to you.
see you on the morrow, like I will see you tomorrow. It's the morrow.
But if you were to bump into somebody and you were going to talk to them for 5 minutes, when you first bump into them, you could say good morning. You'd be like, good morning. How's your day? How you doing? How's your mother? How's your father? Blah, blah, blah. You can't bump into them and say good night. How was your day? You can't do that. See, there's a barrier. There's a barrier.
Oh yeah.
You can't start a greeting with good night.
I don't think I've ever thought of it that way.
Well,
That's
no, you
interesting.
haven't until you listen to Nick the Rat Radio at 2
Nick
o'clock
the
in the
Rat.
fucking morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you should try it. Next time you meet somebody at night, once the sun's set, when you meet them, say good night.
Say good night.
And they'll be like, what the fuck are you doing? And they'll be like, Nick the Rat Radio. And then I win. Yay.
I would not do that to like a
No, don't do that to nobody.
possible associate. Like, good night. See you later. Bye-bye.
Like, that means hello. It's like aloha.
Be like, wow,
stupid.
that guy-
And then you spill your drink on them and just pour your beer all over their crotch.
Right. Just to finalize the
Assholes are fun if they're meaningful. A meaningful asshole could be fun. A meaningless asshole is just annoying.
if it's in a business situation, an asshole is always an asshole, but a meaningful asshole when you're with a group of friends, if you got one that's like got the story, that they're gonna create for that night.
Yeah.
That's a meaningful asshole. And
There's very
probably holds
you could
high
there's
regard
meaningful
among
business
those who hold
assholes.
them that way.
There's
What's that?
I think there are meaningful business assholes, but I think most business people are all. Oh, this is why I can't work in reality. Nick the Rat can't live in reality. He could only be on late night bullshit, blah 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 blah. Because I think corporations are all just liars to each other. There's a couple of people that lie and they do it well and they mean well, but there's very few that are corporate meaning well. You can't even put those two words together. Most people that are in corporate environments are just assholes. Am I?
Yeah.
Do you agree with me a little bit or not at all?
Very much so, because.
Have you ever met a corporate person that
the
wasn't
company
an
that
asshole? Have you ever met a corporate person that was like, he's just being corporate. He's cool though.
No, not really. No. No.
And
'Cause,
guess who rules the
with
fucking world?
They either want out of corporate or they want to assimilate the jackass that's at the top of that company.
It's you have to learn how to surf, but it's so weird. It's like to live in reality, you need a Bruce Wayne to your Batman. Your Batman is you in your reality. In your reality, you're out there, you're fucking up the Joker, you're kicking him in the nuts. But in reality, you're just a well-paid, quiet person that can't say that they kick the Joker in the
and
nuts.
that makes sense because anybody that's like a corporate son of a bitch, like all their neighbors always say, "Hi, such a nice person." though. I mean, if you're
if you go out there and you actually do kick somebody in the nuts. He was so nice. He's a nice person, but he
Exactly. Exactly.
You didn't know that's what's so sad about reality. Reality, we don't know. Okay, because I'm a devout
That's what's
Christian.
odd. I think nowadays,
thy neighbor
like, my neighbor
doesn't exist. Maybe
your neighbor does not exist.
in my own personal, they exist, but they don't exist in reality. I can't imagine having a neighbor that exists in reality unless they've listened to Nick the Rat Radio at least once.
That's legit.
Actually, you have to listen to it like 5 times. If you haven't listened to it 5 times, then you don't exist in my reality.
I think I listed a lot more than that.
Well, that's why I could talk to you. But if you weren't able to listen to me a couple of times, then you're just talking to me because you're forced into the situation. And in that case, it doesn't matter.
I don't think.
Does it?
I wouldn't want anybody forced into that situation.
I do. I love having people forced into my situation.
Really?
That's when you can meet people.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I mean,
I hate being forced into a situation with a corporate prick. I love being forced into a situation with a
like-minded.
Fuck it all. I have an idea. I know how to put a square peg into a square hole, but I also know how to put a triangle into a square hole too, if need be.
Yeah, but I don't know if you went to like what they would call I'm trying to think of what they would have said in
inbred
Mad
College.
No, like in Mad Max, like before times or something, you know.
I've never been. I never existed before time.
Well, no, I'm saying like back when we used to have conferences for different things.
Conferences existed until this year.
Yeah.
So yes, I've existed before this year.
Networking session that you could have with people that you interacted with.
Do you want to know? Okay, I know what you're talking about because I know people that do that. And no, I'm not one of those people. I would not go to these conferences because you know what happens? Okay, caller.
And I'm not saying for a conference but there's certain ones that I have to go to.
No, I know what you're talking about. I have an idea what you're talking about. And guess what? I have worked myself into a place where I don't have to do that because to keep it okay. Are you chasing the unicorn?
No, not really, because these.
So then, why are you doing this? Why are you expanding your education? Do you actually use the conferences for good though? Because they might be fun. You might be able to go and have fun. Do you learn from the conference?
The ones that I do because they're.
Have you ever heard of UberConf?
I hate to say too much because I don't want to frickin' say too much, but they're manufacturing computer-oriented conferences that I have to attend.
So you're forced to go to. Wow, this actually is saying too much. Okay. Yeah. Have you ever heard of UberConf? It's like a bunch of coders that go to that Dakota where there's weed that's legal.
Yeah,
Are you talking about a robot version of this?
No, not at all, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not in the least.
All right. Do you know why jobs want you to go to conferences, though?
Why is that?
They want employees to learn. They don't want stagnant. I know how to press A and B. We don't want that.
Yeah,
we want you to know how to press A, B. Now we want you to know how to press A, B, C, and D. Now we want you to know how to press A, B, C, D, E, F. Now we want you to know how to press A, B, C.
And that's probably why I go to the conferences.
Because they want you to know how to press X, Y, and Z plus 1 plus 2.
Because, well...
Do you know what they're learning? They're learning how to make you press those fucking buttons, you slave piece.
Pretty much.
Which is fine because you're probably making more money than a podcaster like me. I like to force
No, you make
myself.
more than me.
I
They keep me in a basement.
I've worked in a room with no windows for years.
My office has absolutely no freaking windows, dude.
You should quit and do a report to your boss about no windows, and that's why you quit, and they'll hire you back.
It also has a server room at the back of it that makes like 747 jet noises sometimes.
Do you want to know why I think I was fired from a printing company? Oh man, I was kicked off of Instagram.
Why would you be kicked off Instagram?
Don't know. I think my account was hacked. I think I installed. This is what I truly think. I think I installed a extension that let me like fucking skip all of Instagram's bullshit, like how they work their website. It was like, oh yeah, you could just click anybody and look at whatever you want to look at. And then I think that was I don't know. Actually, it might have been that. I don't know. I have no. I was kicked off Instagram. I had to send them a mugshot with the security code and my real name, and I didn't do that because they could suck my giant rat tail.
A mugshot.
They want you to take a picture with the security code and your complete name. So I sent Nick Rat, and I sent the code, but they want both your hands in the picture. You have to have there was seriously like a fucking step-by-step guide how to take a fucking picture for Instagram.
Photoshop that shit with your hands and then your balls.
Throw my dick in there. Man, would you care if
just your balls? Just no, and then like, have you ever seen like the what was it, the South Park episode where it was the kid with the butt? Just send your balls and claim that's you.
It's Nick the Balls.
And then when they complain about it, they're like, "Wow, what do you mean that's me? You're racist."
Caller, can I ask you a personal question? That's it's not here nor there.
Personal?
I'm just curious.
Okay. Fire away.
If you would you care to give up privacy if you could log on to the internet? Meaning, if you had to show everybody your search results, if you could see everybody else's search results, would you want to do that? Does that make sense?
I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't think I would.
Really? What if there was zero
just
other
for as
way?
long as I've been on there.
If there was zero way,
no other way.
If there was no way to access infinite knowledge, you had to reveal publicly what you provided and took away from the infinite knowledge. Would you want to take part?
If there was no libraries or that we were saying?
When was the last time you've been to a library? So stop lying, caller.
Yeah. Fair enough.
The internet.
Fair
Okay.
enough.
I'm not okay. Say it wasn't for video games or movies. Like you could still have Netflix and all that shit. But then there's this side thing where for information, like kind of like
if I had YouTube, I'd like if they didn't want me to be allowed to get on the internet, but YouTube was a service that was offered to me.
It was offered to you.
I'd be like, yeah, I don't need the internet.
Gene Witch, I don't know what's going on. This show is going off the rails. I don't care. It's my I could do whatever I want.
Yeah, but the only thing is that YouTube's gonna be jacked up too, because fuck YouTube.
Well, YouTube's filled with advertisements. They're a corporate entity.
Yeah.
YouTube is corporations.
Yeah, exactly.
We live in a corporate entity internet.
If I could get targeted media towards what I wanted, and I could select it, the internet wouldn't matter to me. But
No. Okay, wait. You're missing the point. currently corporations know all the questions that you just said you don't want people to know. I was like, would you mind having
Exactly.
a public intranet? And you're like, nah, that sounds like shit. But corporations know you through. Do you go through a VPN when you look for anything?
At
It wouldn't
home,
even
yeah.
matter. It wouldn't matter because the VPN still linked back to you at some point or another.
Probably, yeah, exactly. It is.
So then
my point about VPNs all the time.
We are living a fabricated fantasy world that doesn't really exist. We're like, oh, we're totally like on the internet and privately. No, you're not. They watch you. But the thing is, you're not watching them. Now, the internet, if you were watching them too, and everybody was watching each other, it would self-regulate and it wouldn't be so fucking chaotic and scary, personally.
Do you remember going through a proxy ever?
No, and no. I do block my personal search
you
history.
never did that in the past. You never.
It wouldn't
did that in
matter.
the
It
past.
wouldn't matter.
No, I'm just saying you remember doing that in the past. I'm not
Oh,
making
I
it as a point.
confiscate. My real name is Nick the Rat, by the way.
No, I don't. No, I'm not. I'm saying to surf the internet to go through a proxy.
Your search is still part of the VPN server's search history.
I know, but remember, I'm talking about back in the before times.
The before times, you were probably being spied on even more, and you had less
Do you
knowledge
think you
about
were?
it. Yes.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah.
Even with. Okay.
Well, because the before
Probably.
times you didn't
know
have
what?
a built-in.
You know what? Because if you trace routed stuff, it definitely went through some places that you're like, oh, that's a little bit weird that it's going through there.
It's still happening today.
No, I know it is. Believe me.
And before times was even worse.
So, and you're enlightening me because back in the day, that proxy was kind of like the standard to avoid being seen online. There was still avenues that it was going through where they were going to track you. You know.
There was AOL chat rooms. I'll go back to like the 90s. I'm going back to the 80s. The 80s had one DARPANET. DARPANET, do you think DARPANET was being watched?
Probably, yeah.
By who?
Well,
not you.
For military fucking reasons.
Well, okay, but everybody is being watched right now. We're all being watched right now, but you can't watch who's watching you. There needs to be a complete privacy zero place because we're all. It's like you have to go there.
No, I agree. No, 100% agree.
Yes. 2021, privacy zero.
Exactly. That's pretty much what's happened. Like every year, it's like eroded our privacy a little bit more.
Which I'm totally agreement for, as long as it's completely gone completely. Like if there's going to be eroded privacy, have zero privacy.
You mean across the board?
Across the board, so you could watch The Watchmen.
Yeah. So but I mean
that's not going to happen.
That's what
because the Watchmen are going to shit in our mouth while we don't know it. Like,
Washington does not want that.
Well, they're not going to let you see it, but there are people watching us right now, and they're shitting in our mouths, and we can't know it because they know it.
And my whole take on that is that they look at something. I think other podcasts have shown that they probably think that it's so crackpotty or buzzkill-ish that it doesn't make sense, so they don't even pay attention to it. They are
very
monitoring
true. That is true. There's so much noise that they don't have to. Why are they watching?
Yeah.
But
if it gets an audience, though, that's when it might increase the awareness of that. If
But
you
let's get
understand
rid
what
of
I'm saying.
let's see. But the fact that they exist in my personal fantasized reality, I want to get rid of they. How do you get rid of they? You get rid of an anonymous.
You're talking about they that would know that you exist, is what you're saying.
To get rid of they, who is the unknown watcher, you have to get rid of the possibility for an unknown watcher. People, do you get calls from spam callers?
Oh yeah, I got
Why?
2 today. Oddly,
Why
I
do you
haven't
get
got
calls from
any
spam
in
callers?
probably a month.
Why?
I have no.
Do you know why?
Why
It's
do I get
because
them?
the network is not
consumer.
anonymous. If the
Yeah,
I
because
mean the
I'm a
network is
consumer and my
anonymous. It's
name's out there.
like if you knew who was calling you, you could go to their house and fucking kick them in the fucking the titty sacks in the nut balls.
Well,
But you don't know who's
yeah,
calling
it
you.
shows up.
Do you think
It
computers
shows up
know
as
who
somebody.
is putting out the fucking bullshit? Yes, they know, but we're not letting the computers tell us who's doing it.
No, because it's easy enough to trace on their end.
No, it's not. They could confiscate it. It's not anonymous. It is anonymous. Enough.
No, I'm saying it's easy enough for them to trace back to who's doing it.
Really? You know who's calling you anonymously? You know who's prank calling
no,
you
no,
daily?
I don't. No, I don't. But if no,
Well, you
no,
should
I
know.
don't.
You should know.
But I do know if I completed like a connection with them over the internet, that I could definitely get reverse engineered backdoor with them.
There are motherfuckers calling you daily from different numbers in your neighborhood and out of state. And but it's because there's an anonymous system. I want a complete zero anonymous
that probably
system.
with like the car warranty shit and that, you're never gonna find who the hell that is.
I'm getting so frustrated talking to you because you're
under
talking
current
truth.
laws, you know.
Yeah, well, because you can't. There's just such a fog of war. There's a fog of war on reality, and that is why there's 30 realities.
You and I are still gonna get 2 to 3 calls a day, or not any for a month, that are gonna be like, hello, 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 hello.
I get calls from
no one
people
says
that want to talk
hello
to me, though.
back.
They're like, oh, I'm your service rep, and I'm going to call you from Texas. I'm going to call you from New York. I'm going to call you from Japan. I'm going to be your service rep, and I'm going to call you from all over the country because you're trying to block me from making another $4 an hour.
Pretty much.
And they could suck a dick. There should be zero anonymity. And then we don't need privacy. If privacy lets assholes exist, zero privacy lets democracy persuade capitalism.
I don't think zero privacy is the answer, but if you're out in that market, trying to approach you as a consumer with their product,
but zero privacy would let me know who you are, what you're trying to sell, who you're working with, where the money is going, what you're spending your money on. Like, I'm talking about zero privacy. Like, I want to know who called me. I want to know their 401k and who they're invested in. I want to know everything about everyone in society. I know it sounds insane, but I think that will be the next evolution of.
But then podcasting is not for you.
I don't know.
No, you know what I'm saying? I mean, probably knowing that, but knowing like at least half of the information up front would be beneficial.
What is Well, that's when we start to look at money. Like, what is money really beneficial? Like, if you had 4 goats and I had yeast, would money matter? It does though, because money is like the it's the.
You know, I mean, you got yeast and you got a goat, but there's got to be flour in there.
Yeah, I know. You need
somewhere.
other stuff too,
that-
and
to
money
complete the
levels
deal.
that. I don't know. Caller.
There's got to be
Caller,
like one more ingredient, and we can complete that deal.
I really wish I could figure it all out, but I can't. I've been trying. I've been trying to think of the theory of everything. I'm a big Einstein lover. Do you think Einstein was a thief, or do you think he was truly smart?
No, I think he was truly smart.
Do you know the conspiracy behind Einstein?
No, yeah, I've read.
He worked at the
I
patents
read
office, and a lot of people
Yeah.
sent him patents. So he read other people's theories and he stole them.
Patent. Well,
Patents.
yeah, but if he could understand them, and he came up with the theories that well, I don't know.
Did you also know he was a womanizer? Did you know that he liked to flirt with women extramaritally?
No, I did not know that.
Did you know that he saw a shark that died on the side of a cliff in America, and he looked at it and he was like, "Fuck."
What?
It was in his autobiography. I think that's when somebody writes a
Really?
story about you that you didn't write.
Was
Where's
it
the
like
biography?
a rising and low tide kind of situation or something? Or
Caller, what's the difference between a biography and an autobiography?
I think a biography is done by yourself.
Yeah, and an
And
autobiography.
is done by a writer.
We live in an autobiographical reality.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
We live in a world where people write our reality
Someone else is
for
writing
us.
our history. They're writing our history.
And you know why? It's because privacy exists. And I could be killing goats and making cheese from their body and saying that you are a bad person. I don't know where I'm going with this.
You
Hell
could
Lord
be making cheese.
Hell Lord
You don't
Satan.
have to kill. You don't have to kill a goat to make cheese from it.
Hell Lord Satan, caller. Oh, wait, that wasn't me. That was the caller. Prediction number 28. Bitcoin goes up after the halvening 60%, which Bitcoin survives to a 66% raise. All right, we have to go through. I'm fucking really hammered. And the show's going long. 29. A worldwide recession occurs midway through the year, and the New World Order digital currency enslaves us all. Yay! I need some music. We'll be right back. Voicemail?
Hey, Nick, don't be so hard on the kid. He ain't know how hard Zinda's penis taste.
Nightingale, lo-fi, closer. We're gonna blow through these fucking 2021. 2021. We're gonna blow through 21. We're gonna blow through them. Net, I'm drunk too. I had like a fuckload of these Brooklyn IPAs. East IPA. Brooklyn East. What's that say? I don't know. What is Brooklyn East? What's that even mean? Let's see. East Brooklyn. That's the west. And then the east. So that would mean like the area of Brooklyn that nobody goes to. Because they all live in the west near the water. The water brings the people, and that's where the west Brooklyn exists. The East Brooklyn exists inside more the mainland. The mainland's not where people live. The people live near the water. Now the water is where people live. Why? It's because Gene, which is banned from calling in to Nick the Rat land. He can't call in because he lives in the north, which is not east or west, and fuck that shit, man. We don't want the north or the south calling. We only want the east or the west, so that's where you gotta call. I blocked the Gene Witch because he says he works for Dell, and I was like, yeah, if you work for Dell, go to hell.
Nick, I've got great news. This is Martha Stewart. We finally got approval for the animal testing. So we're going to be able to give you the COVID virus injection and see how you react. This pays an incredible amount. Incredible. You'll be able to move out of the sewer and probably never have to take another test injection shot deal again. This hair is so thick. It fills my mouth. How's India doing? These parrots always make me think of Zindu. Anyway, I was calling to talk to you, Nick.
Zindu is Zindu is AFK. He's away from keyboard. He's not working right now. It's 2:31, 38.
So yeah, give me a call.
2:31, 40, 2:31, 41
Let me
in the
know
morning.
if you've been taking your prescribed
we dropped from 78 to 77
medications and doing that exercise regimen we talked about. So you're eligible to receive this shot of the vaccine virus shot.
Net, I'm with you.
To be a valid candidate for it, and all the tests and ordeals involved.
Look, life is hard. I have a hard time washing my face
later,
every night.
Rick.
Like I
Give me a
think
call.
if you use soap and
I'm
water
laying in bed.
every night on
I
your
want
face,
to talk to you.
it might help your complexion. But
Okay, I love you.
I get really, I just want to do what I want to do. I want to do what I want to do during the day. I don't want to wash my face. Washing your face, waste of time. Call Nick the Rat. Good use of time. 917-719-5923. Where'd my arm go? Holy shit. There it is. It's still there. Sometimes your eyes deceives you. Sometimes life deceives you. Life, you can't call Gene Witch. I'm not blocking you. Jesus, there's no block going on you. I do have a voicemail that might be from you. It's a 5-minute long.
Hey, I just wanted to say Happy New Year, sewer fam. In the sewer.
Happy New Year to you
Bye.
too. I don't think that was Gene Witch. Was this Gene Witch? Was this right here?
Hey, Nick. I'm so thick.
That's not Gene Witch. Sorry, Gene. Those calls were not you. You obviously have no idea how to work a touch-tone telephone, or I don't know. Maybe I'm blocking you. Hey, to you guys, really intoxicated tonight versus last week when I drank a half liter of 99 proof whiskey. Tunnel Rat, you're not calling me either. Wait, I have another voicemail. Am I blocking calls here? I'm not. Hold on, let me do a refresh here. Yeah, do not disturb is not on, but I did get this.
Nick, I just got done doing a episode with Blueberry, and I have a prediction for 2021.
I'm still taking them.
Zindu's gonna marry your mom.
47.
And then Zindu's gonna be your new stepdad.
47.
That's my
Zindu. Sex daddy. All right, there we go. Prediction number 30. Space within landfills will become limited, and a new act will be signed into law that will allow dumping in national parks to become legal. TikToks of children dancing on the waste will become popular. Dear God. I was having an argument with a friend earlier about Twitter being news, and like, it's not news. Twitter is it's social media, blah, blah, blah. But then I did a search for Twitter and New York Times. It's the paper of record. It was like 30 million hits in the whatever amount of time. And then I was like, if you're younger and it's not Twitter, then it's TikTok. So then I did TikTok and New York Times, and the search was only like 30,000. Number 31, you will not be able to pay rent with a cryptocurrency, nor will there be a crypto ETF. Let's end the show here. 32, VR helmets will be found to deteriorate the retina and cause early onset blindness. Thank you, John Carmack. 33, No Agenda will have their PayPal account canceled, causing John and Adam to sign up to be officially spokespeople for the newest app out on the sewer that can be found at hugmetillI.com. 34. Canada bans single-use plastic, which causes giant underground 3D printers uprising, and restaurateurs begin printing their own containers. 35. JFK files will be released, and it will be found that he will be an alien from another galaxy. He was too horny to exist, and he had to be put down. He had a son before coming to Earth and named him Zindu. 36. Nick the Rat will continue to suck. Thank you, listener. 37. Keith Richards and Bill Clinton and the likes are cockroaches. They're irritating, and they'll live forever. That's the live list. This year, Keith Richards, Bill Clinton, and cockroaches will exist. Yay. 38. Pet owners cloned a chihuahua that will become rabid and will eat their owners, and it will later, the dog will be shot by the police. 39. Legal sales of weed in New Jersey will cause gangs in New York to start wars with corporations selling weed in New Jersey. 40. A website will take the porn world by storm. No, not by VR, but by ASMR sex podcasts. All right, let's do... okay, oh boy. It's late. It's fucking late as shit. We're at the end of the show. That was the end of the show right there. We don't have 50 things. We only got 47. Let's go through them. You want to... 41. You want to use the internet, you'll need a lawyer. 42. Pence pardons Trump. Well, we're at the repeats here. Musk and Gates. Animal deep fakes. Weed constraints. Watch the Watchmen. And Zindu sex daddy. The three from the 50. Bye, motherfuckers. We'll be next week with No Tunes No Radio. We got DJs that's running with DD. Show's Diane, is the show over? It's over. Bye, everybody. Whee!
Okay, Black Bart, now you get yours.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out.
Stop killing animals! Rats have rights! Bye